Okay, sorry for the interruption.
Ah, sorry.
The main summary from the book of Obadiah is centered on Edom. Am I calling it right? Where's Tassim? Is it correct? Edom.
Yes, sir.
Edom. Okay. These are the seeds of Esau.
This chapter is sorry. This
That God gave to them. I will context this book of Obadiah with pride comes before a fall. And the other things I pick from this chapter is God defends his covenant people, which are Israel. Pride leads to destruction. God judges in.
am I too fast?
Lastly, the day of the Lord brings justice to every nation, and God's kingdom will ultimately prevail. Can I continue? Did you get the point? Should I repeat it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, for what I said earlier, I said I will context the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah with these words, pride comes before a fall. Our main character here is the nation of Edom. And the summary, what I picked from this side and what I got here is pride leads to destruction. God judges injustice and betrayal. God defends
His covenant people, which is Israel in this case. Then the day of the Lord.
justice to every nation. And lastly, God's kingdom will ultimately prevail. Can I continue? Okay, thank you. Hold on. Before I would say anything, I would like to do a little a little backstory on these two nations that involve this book of Obadiah. As we all know, we know the covenant child, Isaac. He has two sons, which are Esau, that bred the nation of Edom, and Jacob, which name was later changed to Israel, and he bettered the nation of Israelites. Okay, let me go straight to the point. Okay, from chapter 1 from verse 1, please forgive me. From verse 1 to verse 9 of Obadiah, it was all context with the judgment pronounced on Edom. From verse 1, Obadiah gets the vision that God will send messengers to rally nations to attack the nation of Edom. Then verse 2, God says he will make Edom small and despised among other nations. Am I too fast? I'm not reading, I'm just summarizing everything. Okay. Then 3 and 4, this is where my main context is coming from. Edom's pride. They live in the rocky cliffs, and they say who can bring them down based on the location where they are, like having more advantage, unlike the other nations. Now they are having pride in that location instead of in God. Sorry, that's from the point. They were having pride in that location instead of God. Sorry for the grammatical error. And then God replied and saying, I think it should be verse 4. God said, I will bring you down, even from the stars. The English read. Am I off voice? Am I on track? Are you sure? Thank you. Then verse 5 and 6. I hope you guys are getting the points.
Yes, sir.
Jesus Christ. Then verse 5 and 6. Verse 5 and 6 is context of invaders will come and strip Edom bare. Thieves and grape gatherers leave something behind, but Edom will be completely cleaned out. Then 7 is the allies and friends will betray them. That is, the allies and friends of Edom will betray them, and they will drive them to the border. Then verse 8 and 9. On that day, God will destroy Edom's wise men and warriors. No one will be left behind. Then from verse 10 to 14, the context around there is why Edom is being judged. Then from 10, verse 10 is here. Verse 10 says, because of the violence and the mistreatment of their brother Jacob or Israel, the children of Israel. Edom will be covered in shame and cut off forever. Then verse 11, the summary I got from 11 is, the day Jerusalem was attacked, Edom stood by like a foreigner of which they are not. They watched and did nothing. What am I saying here is that their brother nation is being attacked by foreigners. Instead of giving aid and assisting them, they were just standing and watching them.